So I don't think I changed and put a new battery in when I left the house. So hello everybody. This is like the first time I've ridden since I got back. Oh no, second time I've ridden since I got back to Sturgis. There's a boatload of gravel on this road right now because they're building a new Love's truck stop right across the street from the Harley dealer. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to have this year of riding. Hopefully I'll be able to take a day trip at least once football ends. We've got 5 weeks left, I think. I think the 14th is our last scheduled regular day, and then we might have, well, we'll probably have a playoff game. But that's where we're at right now. Now I'm going to go on the interstate and go to the casino up and just across the state line to go gorge my face with prime rib and all sorts of good stuff because that guy hungry. So interstate, loud, boring. I doubt anything interesting is going to happen. If it do, I'll break in. If not, well, we'll see after I stuff my face and maybe roll the dice for a little bit. We'll see. What do we want? Bigger doors. Where do we want them? Weed stores. Right there's a weed store. Mary J. Wanna. I always wonder why they built their entrance like this. I mean, I get it. They're trying to go for the kind of hunting lodge theme. If you actually, if I show you pictures of the inside, you'll see it. They went with the whole wooden lodge type setup with, you know, exposed timbers everywhere and blah 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 blah. I mean, they could have built this as straight as they wanted to. They just chose to, you know, not. Oh, gravel. A lot of it on the road here. Good gosh. I don't know what happened there. Another taco. Prime, what are you doing, Prime? Yeesh. A lot of gravel. It gotta be semis running off the side here. Yeah, you're not going to want to see me in a parking garage. So let's go and gorge my face and maybe throw the dice for a little bit. And yeah. All right. See you after my belly is full. Donk. Well, my belly is now full. I think I'm going to run out to the one in South Bend. It has a poker room. Crap table, the only one they had was full. And I was surprised it was only a $10 game, too. Which I wish I would have been able to play on that. So, like I said, I think I'm going to head to South Bend and go play some poker. So we're going to head to 12 to go to 31. And blah, 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 blah. Looks like they're trying to blow all the gravel back off. Trying to. Where did all this damn gravel come from? So I did not switch to a fresh battery, so I probably only have like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. I don't think about 45 minutes to get to South Bend. So not too bad. Yeah, Notre Dame at home for a night game. I kind of like Notre Dame a little bit, but with them only as a home dog on top of it. I mean, and granted, I think they're only getting like 2 points or 2.5 points, but firewood, big bundles. We got big bundles. Ain't no little bundles allowed here. We got big ones. Yeah, I think it's like 30 miles or so to Niles. You got 2 small towns you go through on the way over there. One of these days I'm going to have to go all the way to Sturgis, just the wrong one. Which last year, that was the title of a video in my head. I just kind of didn't go all the way there. I only made it to about, what? The next town over once you leave Niles, I forget. It might be Edwardsburg or Eddie. Yeah, something like Edwardsville, Edwardsburg, something like that. I can't remember. My CRS is acted up again. Stowage. I mentioned in my head earlier to make sure. I just uploaded the video from the second half of the 5th day across the Grand Staircase and Escalante and yeah, the national park area. And one of the most underrated rides in the state of Utah, I found, which was State Highway 12, going across the monument. It's definitely a checkout if you've never been there. I don't know if that was on the Great Motorcycle Roads channel or not. I'll throw a link down to their channel. Yeah, it's all sorts of good stuff. Although I did have a bone to pick with. I live in Indiana, and they included on the Great Motorcycle Roads of Indiana the Dunes Highway, aka US 12, from County Line Road, Portage / Gary to the Michigan state line. And while it's not horrible, you know, truly a great motorcycle road, no. I mean, in the fall it's not bad when the leaves change colors, but you know, other than that, yeah, we got better. Mostly down south. One that I thought should have been on there that wasn't was Indiana State Highway 1 between I-74 and US 50 over by just outside of Cincinnati. That's definitely a road it should be on there. It's nice elevation changes, up, down, twisties. Not overly technical, but you know, a good ride. A good ride. Yeah, $359. Yeah, about the same as home. Yeah, this winter I'm going to have at least probably a grand worth of service to have to get done on this thing, because we're coming up on 50K, and 50K is when you're supposed to redo your forks. I think I'm at like 41 right now, and you know, I'll have time over the winter to get it done, so we're going to get it done. But I'm probably also going to go ahead and get a cam put in this thing. Just because, why not? Buffalo, by the way, Buffalo Ship did open their reservations Tuesday, I think it was, this past Tuesday, for 24. Prices went up I think like $5 or $10. Well, actually more than that. South 40, I think, was $450 last year. It's $480 this year. So yeah. I'm waiting to see what the Steel Pony is, because I'd rather stay somewhere else, but I kind of would rather stay elsewhere, but I don't, you know, somewhere that's level-ish, more paved stuff, where you're not going to have to worry about sinking in mud. And yeah. So the Steel Pony is probably going to be a winner. I just want to see how they are compared to the Chip in terms of price. I'm betting they're going to be a couple bucks more. The dilemma that comes in is, well, what's having the paved stuff worth? Because you're still going to buy passes to the Chip, because that's where, you know, the concerts and stuff are. And one thing I didn't do at all this year, I went to I went to the throttle, yes, and checked it out. It was cool, but I didn't have anything to eat. I didn't have a drink for 27. I got a T-shirt. That was it. I didn't go to the Knuckle or any of the other ones in town. So we'll see. I'm 99% sure I'm going again next year. I'm just waiting to hear the price of Steel Pony. Well, I ended up heading to South Bend and played dice for a little bit. That didn't go really well. And then I played poker, and that went a little bit more well. So ended up at the poker table. I ended up booking a small win. Playing 1-2, bought it for 2.5, cashed out for $342. So that is a win of $92. Yes, woohoo! But considering that I dropped about $300 at the crap table, that's not exactly ideal. Notre Dame game just went to halftime, so we'll probably see some of the lights over there. But yeah, I gotta get home, because I got football to do tomorrow morning. Bump bump. Bump 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 bump. So Four Winds Casino in South Bend, Indiana. Not a bad place. I'm gonna have to come here more often, as opposed to going to New Buffalo, because distance-wise, yes, it's another, what, 20 miles maybe, but it's not that bad. We charging? Yeah, we're charging. And they got poker here, which is good, because I like playing poker. Poker good. Poker good. Probably go ahead and stop in LaPorte and get gasolina. Oh, we gotta turn left here. That's right. It's dark right now. I don't know how much of that earlier session, because my battery died halfway through. I was talking about possibilities for road trips for next year, and pretty sure it's either going to be northeast or northwest. The problem with the northeast is it's probably going to be really expensive. I mean, like, really expensive. And that's, everybody's jacked the price up because Notre Dame's at home today for gas. If it's lighter, I'd stay on this and head towards to wherever it meets with so assuming I take a long distance trip next year, I'm looking at, like I said, either northeast or northwest. If I do northwest, I don't know if I'll get all the way to the northwest corner. Where was it? Blaine, Washington? You either got the right on the edge of the Olympic Peninsula, or you've got Blaine, I think is the most northern. Or you got a land crossing. I'm not sure. I don't know what exactly I have to look and see which one it is considered the most northwest corner. Is it Blaine, or is it, somewhere over by, Forks or Port Angeles, Washington, over there? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one is considered. It's one of the two. But if I go east, it'll be to probably Fort Kent, which is the beginning of US 2, or no, US 1. Excuse me, US 1. What is that? America's First Mile. Yeah. I'd love to do first mile to last mile at some point. That was kind of an outside possibility this year. Just stuff didn't work out. I only had a week. It would have taken me 3 days to get to Fort Kent, probably 4 days to get from Fort Kent all the way down to Key West, and then you're talking, trying to make it home in 2 days from Key West. Not impossible, but it would have been pushing it, especially having to go back the next day to work. So what I might do is I might just split it up and do, like, let's say Fort Kent down to Washington, maybe. I don't know. The good news, if I go to, like, Blaine, I mean, you get out in the plain west, the Middle West, Wisconsin, you get to Wisconsin, you get to Minnesota, the Dakotas, Montana, Idaho, and even most of Washington. You can pretty much just go. Set the cruise at 80, 85 and go. the East Coast, you got way more cities, and yeah. But that's where the plans are right now. I said earlier, the chip just opened reservations for 24. I've looked at the cost. They've gone up a little bit, but not too bad. South 40 went from, I think, 4.5 for a 40-foot site up to 480. I think I'm going to stay at Red Barn, though, if I stay at the chip. Save a couple of dollars, get an e-bike or something. And just, you know, pedal it across the street when I go to a concert. Yeah. Or find a neighbor who's got a golf cart and just piggyback with them. Alright, coming into LaPorte, gas just obtained at the Amoco station. The American Oil Company. Yeah, that was one of the old, that was one of the, what do they call it, the divestments or whatever, when Standard Oil was broken up. Amoco was, I think it originally was Standard Oil of Indiana, and it just became Amoco. I don't know. But that's what it was. So she's full. She actually took about just under 4 gallons, which means, yeah, my tank was empty. Because I think this thing holds, if it's bone dry, I think I put 4.5 in there. But that means I did get the tank pretty much completely empty, which is good. I want fresh. I want to run fresh through here a couple times. Just especially with us damn near at the end of the season. I don't know if I'll get more than maybe another 1,000 miles on this sucker. If I do, I'd be shocked. Maybe I'll get lucky and be able to take a weekend somewhere. Maybe. Go down to like the St. Louis area, or St. Louis, southern Indiana. You know. Yeah, that vicinity. Look and see what casinos have poker rooms, you know. Because degenerate gambler, yay, that's me. Maybe St. Louis, maybe, I don't know if it'd be as far south as Tunica. Maybe, maybe, I'd be pushing it. Cherokee would be pushing it. I'd have to, yeah. I mean, I'd have to basically leave Friday after work and get down to, you know, central southern Indiana, that area. It's not impossible, but you know, it just would be pushing it. You get down to the Dragon, stay for one night in Cherokee, and then get back. Yeah, we'll see. I'd love to take a fall trip somewhere. It's just, my problem is I only have like 2 weeks off between when football's over for me, you know, first week of sectionals, and when basketball starts. And then a lot of time I'm going to end up with Pop Warner playoffs. So yeah, it was what, 120-mile-ish loop today. Yeah, good time. We'll have to do this again. Not next week, not the next 2 weeks actually, because the next 2 weeks I'm busy. Next week I've got 2 football games to do Saturday, and then the week after that I also got 2. So I think I'm going to do the sign off here. I might cut this out of order a little bit should something else interesting get in my head. You know, a kind of an oh squirrel kind of moment. But yeah, until next time, y'all be safe. You keep that shiny side up, keep that greasy side down. We'll catch you all next time, which I hope is not going to be a month like it was last time, but you know, knowing me, it might be, because I'm a dumb somebody. All right, adios. You can't see me doing this because it's dark.